For anybody who likes deep fried fish, in my area, especially deep fried perch, we have a substitute method we use. It's very healthy, and I would say it's 95% as good and as tasty as deep fried perch, where you're literally frying it in oil. Ingredients are going to be breadcrumbs. I really like Italian breadcrumbs from Progresso. These are whole wheat, just to stay on the healthier side. Egg whites, that way we are eliminating the yolk. A spray oil, there are many kinds, doesn't really matter what you use. Rotten Rick's meat rub, and of course your A-TOM-MIK perch fillet. This is how it comes frozen. I'm going to thaw that out, dry it off, and that is what we will do before we prepare it. Now that our fillet are thawed and dried, we can get ready to bread them. I'll use maybe 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. I'll add a tablespoon of Rick's meat rub. I have about a 1/2 cup of egg white, and that will do about 1 pound of fish. Your fillet doesn't need to soak very long in your egg white bath. Basically, they just need to be covered. This is the fun part, actually breading the fish. Really doesn't need to be a messy ordeal. Just when you're adding the fillet into your breading, just let them drip dry. You know, put maybe 1 or 2 in there. Just shake them up a little bit. Make sure they're totally covered. Now, on my air fryer, I use the 400-degree setting, and I like to preheat it just for a couple minutes to warm it up. All I do, spray a little bit in there before. And just let it warm up before I add the fillet. Now, on my air fryer, I use the 400-degree setting, and I like to preheat it just for a couple minutes to warm it up. All I do, spray a little bit in there before. and just let it warm up before I add the fillet. I'll lay them in there as evenly as I can with them out overlapping, over layering on each other. They're going to a little bit, but you're going to check them halfway through, and you can move them around so that they all get fried up really nice. I've used various times depending on the thickness of fillet, but usually it only takes 10 to 14 minutes. I'll show you what it looks like halfway through. So they've been in there about 5 to 6 minutes. I will give them a check and another light spray. Careful, it's hot. Five to 6 minutes to go, and they'll be done. Now, we all know it's hard to beat true deep fried fish, but it's just not that good for you. There's many different things you can add to your breading or to your dipping sauces. This is what we like the best. As far as the dipping sauce, ketchup and horseradish. About a 60-40 mix. You can really spice this up any way you like it. But I think everybody in the Brotherhood has used this stuff from one time or the other, and it's really our favorite stuff. But these should be ready to come out now. Total time, I would say, was 12 minutes. I checked them. I gave them a little bit more than I originally thought. But this is what they look like. They are 95% as close as deep fried fish. They are good. Give them just a minute or two to cool, and we'll see if I can find somebody to taste test them.
Pick me.
Pick you. And there's the final product. There's the dipping sauce. There's all the goodies we used and our deep fryer. And the boss is gonna break one open and, oh God, that looks good. See what facial expressions say.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good. A-TOM-MIK Perch, baby.